Okay, good. We're good. Welcome to Destroy All Constructs, where we will destroy all of the constructs presented to us eventually. Somehow. So... let's wander in here. I think I just glanced at this and didn't actually attempt any of it. I said it was time and I quit. So, you're here. These do these things. There's a queen here that's going to spawn directly onto a fire trap, more or less, every 30 turns. We can turn the fire trap off by hitting that orb. So this is the main problem then, that there is an open green gate there. If we just blindly stumble in, we could theoretically open whatever's necessary to access the queen and then kill the queen, but then you would just be stuck in the room.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Okay, looks like I'll need some help to get through here. A roach could be that help. Okay.
Exterminate.
Not sure there's actually room to do anything with this. Yeah.
Exterminate.
Opening that requires killing the queen, so the construct has to be in this area. I guess I could kill him on the fire trap,
Exterminate.
and then have better control over when he's allowed to wake up, or something like that.
Exterminate.
Yeah, this should work for this part.
Exterminate.
So I needed the roach's help for that. This gives access to be able to kill the queen. Great. Now there's still a problem, though. What I need to do is basically probably kill the construct there, but bring a roach with me. This might have been a bad way to go about this. Oh well.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
That's bad.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
I think what I should do is reactivate that for now.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
how to keep the construct there. That doesn't seem possible. I can't put it there while the roach is chasing me around either. There's really nowhere to store a roach in this room.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Maybe this will be helpful?
Exterminate.
Yeah, that works. Okay. Might have been overthinking that one. Alright, I don't want to deal with the gentry eye, so I'm going to do these other rooms first. Okay, that's the I cleared the ruin passage. We get a spear. You need to have these constructs drop all the trapdoors. And I think they have to do it in a way that lands them both.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
On these bridges. It feels like that would be easier if I just do. If I just get rid of them right away. This might be a mistake, but I'll give it a try. How can I ever make it go there?
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
I'll just go around no matter what.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
There's not really any way to get that onto a corner. Guess I could go all the way over here.
Exterminate.
There's still no way to get it there, though. Hello.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
So I made a possibly bad assumption that this would be easier with only one construct. That is, more precisely, that this would be possible with only one construct. We're gonna see how well that plan works out.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
I have a theory that it will go west here.
Exterminate.
No?
Exterminate. Exterminate.
How can I drop that trapdoor then? Maybe I do need both of them to get that one. Okay.
Exterminate.
So, new theory.
Exterminate.
Try to set up the same situation, kind of. Except...
Exterminate.
I'm not sure quite how to achieve this.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
I just really want one of them to go to the corner. I don't think I can do it though like this.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Maybe that will force one to the corner?
Exterminate.
Or would if that I got
Exterminate.
rid of the southern trapdoors first.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
This is a bad position.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Exterminate.
So try to recreate this I had before. Somehow.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Well, now I have no way out.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
How can I do that part?
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Yeah, this is the problem. I can't make that work unless I'm rid of this, but I can't do it that way unless... Yeah, if I try to do that, then I can't leave.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Oops.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Yeah, I can't leave if I try to set that up.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Maybe this would do something? No, one of them
Exterminate.
has to die on this bridge. Hopefully this works.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Don't think this can work.
Exterminate.
Yeah, no.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
I just want to test. It feels like that's the one part that's a pain. Everything else seems doable. The center one is easy. The top one seems like it shouldn't be any trouble. Because I don't need to worry about that really awkward corner.
Exterminate.
Yeah, the top one is no trouble. The top right one is no trouble.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
So it's really just this one that I cannot see a good way to get to this corner. Like, I can't get a construct to just stand on that corner so far. The only thing I can think of is putting one here, blocking it with one standing there, so that they both go west together. But if I want to do that, then I have to be rid of this, and I can't get them into those positions without me being over here, which then, if this is gone, then I can't go south.
Exterminate.
Perhaps I'm overthinking this. Maybe there's some simpler way to get them to behave. I haven't seen it, though. this would do pretty good.
Exterminate.
I was thinking about like a diagonal positioning, like maybe one here and one there with both of these trapdoors gone. I don't know how I'd make that though.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Will this work?
Exterminate.
I mean, kinda, but now there's, yeah, multiple problems.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Huh. Is that because this one goes first? No. Wait, what? Why would... This one goes first. Why is this one not going west? That... What? What is causing this construct to not move? It doesn't work. That's not how that's supposed to be. Why is this one going before that one? This one is very clearly the first one in move order. They should be, this one goes west, and then this one goes west after it. Why is that not what's happening? Hang on. Oh, yeah, okay. So, the, probably... Okay, if I look really closely, I can see that's what's happening. It's just because I have my animation speed set in such a way... whatever setting it is that makes it go really fast. Or if that's... Maybe that's not a setting. Yeah, okay. The animation's just snappy enough that I thought that's what I was seeing. Okay, so... This is the situation that I thought would work, aside from the constructs being, you know, waterlocked. Aside from wanting one of them to have an exit path, this is the situation sorry, that I thought would work, but it doesn't work. I have no way to get farther north to make it behave. I mean, I guess I can technically do this, but that doesn't really work.
Exterminate.
I suppose I need to have a dead construct here and a live one there? Maybe.
Exterminate.
Not totally sure I can make that happen, but...
Exterminate.
Let's see how this does.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Predictably.
Exterminate.
Alright, I would need to be rid of this
Exterminate.
this trapdoor first for that to work.
Exterminate.
Okay, there. I got one on the corner. I think that's almost good enough. This is going to be tricky to reach in this situation, though.
Exterminate.
Maybe I can get rid of that
Exterminate.
corner
Exterminate.
at some point.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
It shouldn't be that hard to get rid of this corner, right?
Exterminate.
Maybe it is.
Exterminate.
I don't have good access to it.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Can I recreate that situation but with that corner
Exterminate.
gone?
Exterminate.
Maybe? I don't think this is right, but...
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Yeah, that's the bad
Exterminate.
thing that I was able to do before was...
Exterminate.
something like that. It seems...
Exterminate.
seems mutually exclusive with the other thing I'm trying to do.
Exterminate.
Since it can't go east and west at the same time.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Well...
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Try to get rid of that corner ahead of time and see if that
Exterminate.
ruins everything or not. It kind of ruins everything because I don't have a way to leave. It shouldn't, though. I should be able to do this in a way that leaves one trapdoor available for me. Yeah, there we go.
Exterminate.
Okay, perfect. And I think one is enough to take care of the east side. I
Exterminate.
think that's the hard part done.
Exterminate.
Very much so.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Ta-da. Alright, and I believe this passage is designed so that if you had any constructs sitting as bodies, they would wake up before you could get to the token. So that was necessary, as far as I know, dunking them in the water. Okay. What's this about? I guess I just need them to stand on these places when I finish the last one. So no constructs are allowed to still be on the plate when I actually clear the room.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Maybe I should leave them like this for a second.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
This is going to be very awkward to arrange.
Exterminate.
Because I kind kind of have to kill all of them in one cycle. I can't try to prearrange where any of them are. And they really don't want to stay off the plates.
Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate. Exterminate.
My first start was way better than that. I was not trying that hard when I managed to enter the first time. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, only a little. Okay.
Exterminate.
Perfect. Alright, trying to get a configuration where they're kind of all on one side of me. One side of the
Exterminate.
central area.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Oops, I can do something useful with that. This is so close, but I don't think I have enough time to finish. Ah, there we go. Alright, tricky but doable. To the east. Required disarm. This looks like an event. Oh boy. All right. I'm sure this is probably the wrong approach, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be too sure of that. There is one problem with this, though. Yeah, I'm trying to go out the indoor. Can't have that. I think what I have to do then is something like that. Hello. At some point I need to actually make it drop that door. That'll do. There we go. This was considerably less trouble than I thought it was going to be at a glance. We're actually at the top, which means I have to go try and do the Gentry room again. Oh well, maybe it won't look so bad today. I mean, I already know what I'm supposed to do, vaguely at least. let out some constructs. They're supposed to go somewhere so that the gentry eye will bonk against them as it uncurls. Then we let the gentry eye out, try to put it on all of the buttons. In such a way that it will stay on all of the buttons. There are several problems with trying to do that, not the least of which is the constructs invariably waking up before I'm finished with the gentry eye.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
And completely ruining the shape I was trying to make. Maybe my timing of running out is wrong. Clearly my goal should be that I stab the first of them at turn 30. I was pretty close to that already. So wait about 5 turns. Yeah, we can't have that. The trouble is I can't manipulate this gentry eye without turning around, and turning around takes turns. You have to turn around again to get it past this obstacle.
Exterminate.
There just are not enough turns to do all of that. I don't think this can work anyway. Maybe I need one to be there. It's really awkward to move on there since, you said that you had them adjacent to somewhere or adjacent to somewhere else. I didn't really follow very well, maybe because I was just tired, but I tried things. Yeah, I'd like one to be directly south of the plate, but it just... the combination of constraints here makes that very difficult to actually do without ruining something else. I guess I could wait an extra turns, extra 30 turns, and try to rearrange them.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
You're really, really fond of ruining everything, though. Let's try bringing them all the way to the west first. And maybe my sword will be pointing the right way when I do want to uncork the
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
This does feel, on the whole, too awkward to be necessary, but maybe it is necessary. Given the time constraints. Yeah, now I'm not in the right place to get past it. I suspect this is wasting too much of the Gentrii's tail anyway, even if I could go all the way over there. There's only like 4 spaces left, and I need to cover all of this. And that's probably too much.
Ex-terminate.
Okay. I really need to understand what's actually useful for this part. So I'm going to build a test room with this and just be able to build walls instead of having to worry about manipulating constructs into place to figure out what's actually useful. Okay, so we have 16T worth of Gentrii. Pretty sure that toggles that. Then 4 tiles away, this button. Buttons above, below, to the sides, and way over there, which is 4 tiles that way and centered. So like that. And then we have walls like this, more or less. The goal is to go into this target with the Gentrii on all of these. So let's suppose that I have free access to a couple of obstacles like mirrors. Where would I actually want them to be? Oh, hang on. So my last guess was this, but this doesn't work. Let's try this. I probably shouldn't be representing this with mirrors since those can be pushed and construct piles cannot be pushed. Let's just put actual obstacles where I'm guessing they should go. Yeah, this has the same problem as if it's over here to the west of that spot. But it has to be somewhere in this region because it has to go around it to come toward this here. And I think that one has to be there to ensure that it goes onto both of these plates. I don't know, somewhere weird like that. I don't think so. Again, even if I could get around it, that's probably using too much Gentrii. But the north one feels absolutely necessary. It has to go there. Like anywhere else is not going to get both of these plates and let the Gentrii turn around to the south. As far as I can tell. I mean, that gets them, but it wastes so much Gentrii, it's probably not worth it. But over here, definitely will not work. Because it would just slide off of the plate while trying to get it to go there. So these two are the only reasonable options, and this one is better because it doesn't waste as much of the gentry eye. That has to be what goes there in the north.
Ha!
There.
Ha!
No, I wanted to do this. That seems like it should work, except maybe, I don't know. I guess I'll try these and see how that looks in the real room. It's possible that something is wrong with my recreation. Like the length may not be right, or exactly how,
Exterminate.
Alright, so theory
Exterminate.
is to put one here.
Exterminate.
Oh, this is going to be very difficult to actually do with constructs.
Exterminate.
Very uncooperative constructs. Let's see what I can do, though.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Okay. Nope, I was right. That's not long enough. Maybe this is okay. I mean, I have plenty of leeway to stab these constructs now that I'm done. Okay. That feels sloppier than I think the solution is supposed to be, but what works, works, right? Maybe they're supposed to wake up as part of the solution. Alright. Well, I want to see, how does an efficient solution? 60 moves, how does that look?
Exterminate.
Oh, that's... okay, that makes sense. If that works on the south, it should work on the north. But...
Exterminate.
you are supposed to let the gentry eye get past... okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't give up on that possibility just because the gentry eye head was a bit behind the plate. I can't really explain my logic for deciding to try it anyway, but it worked. Alright, so I know there's more to this level, or there's something attached to this level that's more, because of how the level exit area looks. There's clearly something here. Very clearly something right here. What could it be? Well, we have a secret room, first of all. Okay. Our choices are to get a pickaxe first. There is definitely something going on down here. I'm about 80% sure this is a multi-pass room with a seating beacon. So my goal right now should probably just be to clear and go north through here. I'm gonna have to hit that seating beacon, probably. Though... because I'm quite confident I can't get rid of this coming from this entrance. So I can't drop the red gates. Ah, sorry. YouTube is being itself again. So I do need to reach that. I also need to hit a seeding beacon somehow. I guess I don't have to do that right now. No, I probably do have to do that right now somehow. This is set up though so that I really have to clear the room. Alright, let's just try and do the bare minimum first and see how that goes.
Exterminate.
So the bare minimum is doing that, which gives me access north but doesn't let me see the room right now. We get another secret room here. I can just proceed west and go back. If I do that, I'll have no choice but to go and do that, which will cause problems. Okay. Well, if I enter this way and seed, then I won't be allowed to leave this way.
My name is Beethro.
There's nothing in the room in the current state that would let me reach that. I need all three constructs to make a bridge to there to hit that. But I also need all three to hold this down, and then once I'm doing this, then they have to stay dead. So there's no way to keep them from dying. There's no way to... yeah, this has to be down, so that has to be up if I'm exiting this passage. Huh. Can't see a way out of this problem. You could post them or PM them to me in Caravelle chat if you have that, or the Discord, I guess. I'd be able to see them there. Well, let's try to understand this room. So I can put the other one on the back burner for now. My eventual goal is to clear this room and not close this door. I'll have to hit both of those seeding beacons. I think I'll have to enter this room in such a way that it's already been cleared in order to be able to go through this passage to that staircase. I'll need the help of probably a caber and 2 of these powder kegs to get rid of these seeding beacons. Just baseline clearing this room, what's required of me. I guess I need to go up there and do something. Let's wait 10 turns. This would blow up to there. I think there's exactly enough
Exterminate.
kegs to get me to
Exterminate.
the fuse that leads to a roach.
Exterminate.
that would give me a passage here. But that's no good, of course. Did I get a demo? I did not get a demo. I probably want to start saving unsolution demos at this point. But what can I do here? Can I make that work? Suppose for a moment that I wait really long time for Beathro to go stand there. And I do that. Oops, that was too fast. Whatever, I can just walk back. I can walk back by doing this, it's fine. Let's just try that again without the failure. This probably won't work anyway, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah, that kills me before I can walk north. That's what I expected, but... So that's purely for resetting the entire apparatus. I don't see what I can do in this room, though. I have to clear the room, and I have to hit the seeding beacon, and I have to hit the conquer token. I have to do both of those at the same time to even go north in the first place. Maybe I just need to do something with the other room. If I clear this room and go south, which would require not dropping the trapdoors somehow. Then I'd be able to go take this spear and do something with it. I'm not sure what, but something. Yeah. I had planned on that.
What?
Ex-terminate. 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 Ex-terminate.
Clear.
That's of no help. There is one thing I can do. I can't leave the way the fire trap is. But if instead of running off, regular Beethro just goes back up the tunnel, then I can enter this room from a different direction with it uncleared, right? Well, I can enter it from here with it uncleared, which at least lets me take the time clone. Although taking the time clone makes it impossible to... well, not impossible, but more difficult to get the conquer token to happen. Regular Beethro could make sure all 3 buttons are held down, and then push the time clone up into the passage so that it will just walk east onto the token. So you just stand around here and then walk east when you're ready. I'm gonna have to fiddle with these for a while and hope they don't ever chase the time clone itself, because that will be a pain if they do. I probably shouldn't have waited as long as I did, but we'll see.
Ex-terminate.
Okay, that's actually good enough.
Exterminate.
I think this is exactly what I want, except I need this construct to not be following that time clone.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Yeah, this is perfect-ish. This is fine if I can just get the constructs to not get stuck against the time clone, then we're perfectly fine.
Exterminate.
Okay. Perfect. Now, do this. I can leave the room with it cleared, but a seeding beacon active. If I do that. Alright, that first step is very tricky to think of. Having done that, I'll be able to enter this way and get a spear. Or no. I'll need to clear this room, and then I can enter that way and get a spear. Which, this is just exactly the same thing I did twice already. This one complaint I have against the concept of seeding beacon-based rooms, especially if you take a wrong approach at some point, you wind up doing exactly the identical same tedious thing multiple times in a row, which can be kind of a pain. Okay, so I get a spear, or to be more precise, the time clone gets a spear, and can do this. And this makes it possible to drop all the trapdoors. Do I want the time clone to still be around at this point? Maybe not. I don't think I need it. I'm gonna say once I'm rid of that, hopefully I don't need the time clone. Because otherwise this is gonna start to get annoying to try and arrange. let one of himself.
Exterminate.
Shove one of them into each of these trapdoor passages. I need to be careful about this because I need them both to be doing this simultaneously.
Exterminate.
Maybe... no, I need a little farther south.
Exterminate.
Okay, that might be good enough.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Oh dear.
Exterminate.
That's annoying.
Exterminate.
How can I make them both go where
Exterminate.
they need to go?
Exterminate.
I suppose the time clone could help me with this, actually.
Exterminate.
Let's suppose that I have the time clone help me with this instead of trying to do it alone. What I could do is just get completely out of the way while the time clone handles this part.
Exterminate.
I mean, do I even really need it to be a time clone? I guess eventually I do. Because I do need the pickaxe to kill that other one. Well, I don't know that I need the pickaxe to kill the other one. Although, if my goal is to clear the room, then I can't do it like this. Someone has got to go hit the conquer token before I drop all the trapdoors. Well,
Exterminate.
I can still use the time clone to set this up. Right? Then, just like I did before,
Exterminate.
the time clone can be pushed, then walked through. Oh, I know what to do.
Exterminate.
All I have to do is just put the time clone here, I'll push it a couple of
Exterminate.
tiles north, and then that will desync it so that when it does this, it's going into the passage. So that will be the time clone's job, and I should just wait for it to do its job.
Exterminate.
Oh, I should really wait for it to do its job, really far away from where any constructs are. Like, way up here. I should wait for it to do its job.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Okay. This is about when it needs to be. Push it
Exterminate.
to north, make the door open. Push it another tile north. There we go. Get rid of that. And I have the passage north that I wanted. Okay. I think I made all the necessary demos here. I may have missed one. Yeah, I forgot to make a demo for when I got the seeding beacon to happen. Oh well. So after all that trouble, we get a dagger in this room. Which is good. Ish. I can get up there. I can open this door. But then I don't have a way to push... I guess I need the construct to push the kegs for me now.
Exterminate.
Fun. First keg's easy. Push down and
Exterminate. Exterminate.
that'll do.
Exterminate.
That's... I don't want that, actually. Let's do this.
Exterminate.
It's relatively easy to
Exterminate.
make a construct push something as long as it's a straight
Exterminate.
line and you have lots of access to it. Which is the case here, so
Exterminate.
it's not so bad.
Exterminate.
Let's It's a bit like queen pushing,
Exterminate.
but backwards from queen pushing. Alright, so that will allow me to clear the room without dropping any trapdoors. And that lets me go here and clear the room with Caber. So now I want to get rid of the seating beacons, and dropping the trapdoors is okay, I think. I mean, it's necessary, so it better be okay.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
I do have a use for all 3 powder
Exterminate.
kegs. This is awkward. Do I
Exterminate.
even need this guy? Could I throw him down a pit? I don't think I need this guy anymore. There we go. I need him. I just realized I need him and what I need him for.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
At least I didn't take too many turns to realize that after throwing him in a pit. Yeah, so speaking of pits, what I need him for is to actually break the powder keg in the relevant location. Because I need it to blow up this, this area.
Exterminate.
But this area just so happens to have a bunch of pits all over the place. So the only way to make it blow up this area is to have some other obstruction, like a construct, to help me do it. There we go. Now this room is cleared. I think leaving it this way is safe. I'm gonna hit a checkpoint just in case. But I think it should be okay to do this. And then like cycle around. With both rooms clear, it's fine, I think. Yeah, we're good. Whew, okay. For convenience, this door will automatically open whenever you return to the room. Yes? Yes. So, if I get stuck whatever's past this stairs, then I will be able to re-access it without going back through these 2 rooms. So is this going to be hyper-advanced ultra constructs, or something to do with seating beacons? Turbulent Grotto. Sometimes all the monsters in a dungeon work together towards a common goal. A Delver's job is to prevent that goal from being his death. Okay. That didn't tell me much about what's going to happen in this level. Oh. That's a setup. Is this Extreme Horde Rooms Deluxe? I'm getting the impression this is Extreme Horde Rooms Deluxe. I don't know what to do about this kind of horde. There's not really any space to hide in. There's nowhere to really put the Gentry or do anything with them. Why is... Oh, okay. I just wasn't waiting enough turns. If I could just tangle the Gentry enough that they will no longer be chasing me, then I could probably handle the Omplitch fine. But that first part is very difficult in this environment. Oh, that's a little better. Can I survive this situation? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think anyone is stuck where I can't kill them. I just need to carefully manage this part somehow. Okay, it's lame, but it works. To say that's good enough. Oh, there's still a Gentry Eye free, though. I bet it would be better if I flew left and right like that. Maybe not so far. That's not good. I have to do something about this guy that doesn't aim. That keeps him from being a real problem. Okay, that would be good if I could get north fast enough, but I don't think I can. Okay, that's probably usable. That should let me clear out the next pack of laser shooting glitches anyway. Okay. Now I have enough room to deal with you on a personal level. Kinda. Okay, that's great. None of the Gentry Eye should be a problem anymore at this point. I think. Kind of funny. These are sort of like the super soldier enemies, respectively, of TSS and the City Beneath. Like the Omplitch were the big super soldier, dangerous things of City Beneath, and the Gentry Eye were the horrible, invincible monstrosities introduced in TSS. Together at last. Alright, that room looked terrible, but was surprisingly manageable once you get a foothold. I hope they're all like that. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was force arrows, and I thought for a second that maybe where those constructs were was a really bad, like I was entering the room from a really bad position. I feel like there must be a trick to this, because that's... That is 17 times 2, which is more than 30 constructs. So whatever it is I'm supposed to do in this room, it definitely involves killing at least 2 constructs per turn at some point. I think maybe I should focus on getting these rock golems out of the way, and then try to somehow coax the, that soldier over there, guard over there, into killing some of the constructs with me. Maybe the ones that are trapped against, against force arrows would be a good choice. I'm currently viewing these golems as an obstruction to my goal. I don't really know how they could be particularly helpful for what I'm trying to do. Though I of course may be wrong about that. So what I need you to do somehow over here, like stay over here while I go around to the other set of constructs, and then be stabbing the constructs for me. I don't know how to make that happen. Yeah, they're just gonna. He's just gonna free them. It's not really anything
Exterminate.
I can do to make him stay in one place for a while. There's not really room for dancing or anything else like that. I should try to use the rocks to do this somehow. I don't know how they're going to help though. What can you even do for me, rock golems? I guess I could try to construct like a little cage for the guard to live in. He's just gonna maze his way out of it automatically, though. I don't feel like this is going to work, but it's the only idea I currently have. I'm gonna have to come back to this one. I don't see what to do, really. It feels like it expects me to do something very specific, but I don't really see what specific thing is even going to work. I did not have a way to avoid waking that eye, as far as I could tell. There's just a mess of different things here. It doesn't look like waking the eyes does anything bad. What would do something bad would presumably be stepping on any of the fuse ends, thereby setting off the bomb. We don't want that to happen. I think this is a situation where I do want the tar to close behind me. Feels like that kind of situation to me. I'd love to thin the numbers of these water skippers too. Feels like a high priority for me now should be getting rid of the skipper nests. The tar mother is kind of helping me at the moment, but the skippers are really only in my way. I don't see anything in the room that would make it bad to wake the eyes or to let the tar go out. I guess this is kind of a semi-bad situation for letting a lot of tar babies appear, but it's fine. This is fine. can just swing my sword and be rid of them. This is fine. There's no problems here. Just slash them away until the tar closes the passage again. Which I'm pretty sure it will do next cycle. Yeah. There we go. Now I can go to a corner to be rid of these. What is it that triggers Beethro going, I wonder. I guess it's just a random noise you can make sometimes. This passage to the last of the skipper nests toward the tar mother wires you open the way for the crowd. It's not good. This is all kinds of awkward. I'd better step over here. Would it be a good idea to be rid of the brain? I think so. That should make some of this task a little simpler. What does that do? I don't think that does anything bad. Right, that's everything that spawns something is gone now. So this should just be cleanup. And I'm pretty sure that door that closed by way of the tar mother also means that I would be allowed to stand on a fuse. Though I don't need to. For just a second there, I was trying to figure out what I had missed. It was that one tar baby, that was all. Okay, that one was pretty... I wouldn't say easy, but it was very doable. Not too bad. I'll venture south. Oh boy. That's a lot of things. This room is perfectly stable until you walk into it. Then things start happening. I feel like the biggest issue here is going to be the golems causing, leaving a mess. So for that reason, my first instinct is to walk back toward the entrance and get lots of space for the golem bodies to go to. Although right now, surviving a single rattlesnake is the hardest thing for me. Let's try and be intelligent about this. Difficult as that is for me. Is there a brain in this room? I don't see one. But those golems are... Oh, there it is. There's the brain. Okay. I was like, why are those golems acting brained? I don't see a brain. It's right there. Okay. So that also is what's making this rattlesnake such a pain. If I could manage the rattlesnake quickly enough, I could put two of the golems in a position that would make future snakes not as big of a deal. That seems very difficult for me. that's not a mistake. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is what I was concerned about. That's the wrong place to try to do that. That's the problem. I need it to be somewhere where I kind of have access to both sides, like somewhere in this loop is where I would need to do that. Is it even possible for me to manage this? There we go. Okay. Let's try this then. Alright. So what I really, really want would be to put one of the golems right there where my sword is now, if at all possible. Ah, the snake turned around. Okay, actually this here, this is perfect. Alright, I have a trap for future snakes. That's going to help. That's going to help a lot. I can just wait here, let the snake get in the trap, and deal with the golems elsewhere. That one waking up is probably fine. Alright, and use the trap to get rid of this one. That one might cause trouble. Not that one. I guess that one's okay to wake up. As is this one. Hold up. Let's get rid of that. Perfect. Ish. Guess I'll wake that one up. It's fine. Is that snake still killable? I really hope it is. Don't know what I can do if it's not. Whoa, hello, where'd you come from? Yeah, let's take care of those first. I don't want to block off the way to the trap, so I'll need to be careful about that. Okay. Yeah, this lets me take care of this way. Okay. Let's deal with this area then. That's bad. This has to be shortened before I can use that trap. Maybe I can use this area as a trap instead. Yeah. Okay. That doesn't do anything, so that's okay. Let's let this snake out. It's very, very long, so I'll use this island's loop as a trap. That's bad. I can't have that happening. Maybe I can shorten it and then use the first trap. But now there's a million rock golems coming after me too. This is really bad. Maybe pull it this way. And get really lucky apparently with the other one. Good. Okay, that's much better. I feel like the only way this room is solvable is if you manage to maintain control of the situation at all times. Otherwise, it just quickly turns into an unmanageable mess. Nice and easy. Just make a trap for that snake. There we go. Just 2 rattlesnakes left. And both will be easy. Same exact trap as always, and easily can just go finish it. Okay, and now it's just the brain. A lot of work, but once you have the concept of what you're trying to do down, it's not so bad. Now what in the world is this mess? Am I gonna need this stick for something? I don't like the looks of this one bit. Because I think this is a snake feeding room. This is a room where I have to feed every single one of these terrible seeps to that adder, while not getting killed by either one. And did I mention the adder, like everything so far in this level, is brained? This feels an awful lot like the kind of room that actually gets easier as you go rather than harder, since you get an increasing amount of space to move through. I mean, the adder gets longer, but that actually makes it more manageable, usually. Since you can rely on it being blocked by itself quite a lot of the time. When was it decided, or was it even a decision, that you couldn't use a speed potion to, like, push a seep twice before it died from one wall to another? We can really only do that in, if it all happens in one, even if it's a half turn, with multi-pushing. It's kind of weird that speed potions can't achieve the same results as multi-pushing in situations like that. And I kind of understand why that is from a design and technology perspective, but it still can feel a little bit weird that those aren't equivalent situations at times. I might have got myself in a bad situation here. Let's not try to feed that one. Maybe that's the bad idea. I just need this to go. Need the adder to take a different route, maybe. There we go. That's far from the only situation of that type where having a speed potion and doing things in the same turn, in the same actual turn, have different results. It would be interesting to play a version of Drod where they are always the same, where like one of the priorities of design is that those two situations must be treated the same. I guess it would make double pushing puzzles less compelling since, well, if there's a speed potion in the room. Since you could always just use the speed potion instead. I don't know. Maybe not. This is no good. I'm not in the right position, so... Let's just go past for now. Find another way to do this. Okay, this should be easy enough to do. Just wait. Wanted him to go east. I guess he probably won't ever go east since he didn't this time in his brain. In his brain. Let's see. No, yeah, he'll prioritize going that way. I guess that's fine. Maybe I can find an escape route. Yeah, that's doable. Okay, number one thing that would kind of negate all my progress at this point would be bonking the snake against itself and letting it get small that way. I think the room is designed in a way where that's unlikely to accidentally happen, but it could happen. Maybe. Perfect. The one at the edge is being kind of a pain. That's fine. That works. I'm not quite timed in position correctly to take care of that. Please get out of here, snake. Thank you. I convince it to come through this way. Probably would be easiest to feed it this one first. Maybe not. That works. Okay, one to go. Okay. That should be the entire snake, as far as I know. I think I just want it to follow me in now. Very nice. Wasn't too overall hard, but very long. A few situations where you can get yourself stuck anyway. Looks like a classic horde room, just roach queens. I think there might be something else to it though. I don't see any way that I could have prevented that eye from waking up. Okay. So our restriction is don't go too far north until you're rid of the eye. And these terrible, terrible rattlesnakes that are a giant pain to deal with. Oh boy. This is going to be an absolutely massive pain to get past any single one of these rattlesnakes. You know what? That works. That's fine with me. It can just live there now. Okay. We're kind of through the hard part. This is just the part that requires a little patience. Okay. Now we can start killing queens. This will uncork the rattlesnake, unfortunately, but it should be more manageable now. Way over there, as it is. That's great. That's perfect. Just sit where that queen once was. That's exactly the kind of position that I want the rattlesnake to be in. Okay. Oh, I've been simping in my chair for way too long. Just get past that initial hurdle. The first rattlesnake was by far the hardest part of the room. The rest is not too bad. Alright. Am I really one room from finishing? Just that one that I can't comprehend? No, I think there's something to the east and north from the entrance. Yeah, okay. So I may be halfway through, depending on if this is very symmetrically designed, which I'm not guessing it is. Okay. This room has a scroll. All wubbas move before all golems. That's a very concerning piece of information. So after pushing this, I need to reach that. At some point, I'll want to hit that, I guess. I feel like it's been ages since a room in this hold has had a single wubba in it. Oh wow. That's great. I have a suspicion that I don't want anything to be on these fire traps. Next to them is okay though. Yeah, I think it's been forever since a room featured a single wubba. I don't think there are any wubbas in the entire health level or the entire time clone level. I could be wrong. I may just be misremembering. Trying to salvage this by thinking outside the box. By going outside the box, really. This may not work. Okay. I was hoping to pull all of the wubbas out of the bottom area so that they won't be in my way when I'm trying to do the rest of the room. I'm not sure I can actually do that. At least not with that golem body right where it is. These three are up north. Let's just start over. Maybe I can achieve a better start result. What if pull things out before I go in? That does seem pretty effective. Maybe. I don't have to kill that golem right now, do I? Surely I can do it later. That might be a bad plan. I really don't want to let wubbas into this area because I don't know if I can get them out. Oh, yeah. feeling like I started this wrong. Is that okay? Maybe that's okay. Let's try to go east first. I may regret this. There's no real room to put these guys. Hang on. Let's block that off first, then try to go east. Not a lot of space for golem bodies to go to. Basically forced to do that with the next two of them. And then there's no way to pull the third one out. I suppose the Wubba might be my friend in this situation. I think I'm fine with just two of them. Okay. I have access to that. I don't need access to that yet. Should I open it now, though? Should I open it now or wait? Because if I open it, then I wind up with the entire area up there being able to leave and get in my way. That's probably bad. I probably don't want that. There's already enough Wubbas getting in my way as it is. Much like a bottomless pit, Wubbas kill you by starvation. Maybe I should have gone east first. I mean, not east. West first? I don't know. west just seems so unmanageable with 3 Wubbas in play. And not really any space to get rid of them. I am almost sure that I want to open the room in a way that does not leave behind golems in the upper area, and does not bring any Wubbas from the upper area with me. Satisfying both of those conditions at once proves to be very tricky, but the rest of the room really seems to demand it. Okay. Because 1, I need all the space I can get, and 2, I probably really want that green door to open for me when I am ready for it to open. When I'm down in that area, I probably want that green door to open. That's fine, probably. This 2 is okay, I think. There. Is it possible to get past that Wubba now? It is not. I can't do it this way. I need to do it the way I did before, that blocks the Wubba from getting my way after a certain point. I think 3 is few enough. Yeah. Maybe not. Thought I had more access to this island to do things with, but I guess not. This is doable. So, I can open that when I'm ready to. I don't actually want to open that yet. I don't think. I just want to be rid of all these golems. Those wobbas should be stable as they are, I think, for now. Now, how in the world is this part supposed to work? Getting very quickly stuck. Because the abundance of wubbas gives me no room to go back into. There's not enough space here to kill the golems, especially with the wubbas getting in the way. Just can't get past these two. These four. Would having the way north open help? I don't think so. It doesn't seem like that would help because it would just mean there's a lot more wubbas in my way. There's not really space to get them out of my way. I tried before running around the outside area to try and get more room, and that didn't really work for me. I guess I could try that again. Oh, whoops, didn't want to go back this far. I thought I got past this before. Must have done something like this. This feels like a really bad idea. But let's leave it like that then. What can I do about this? Like that. something from here that worked. What was it? That was it. But doing this means that I'll have stuff coming in from the north and the west, which is probably much worse than just having the one left over from the center. I guess I could try not hitting the orb, but going there anyway. I feel like I don't have a way to get back to the orb, though, if I don't hit it. Like, preserving access to the orb is very difficult. At some point, I do have to hit the orb. It's like I can lock that one in, but in exchange have 7 more rubbas to deal with. Or I can let that one free and not open the door yet. It would be okay to block the way back if I could move all the way around forward to where the green door is. Because I have killed all the other monsters, so I could re-enter that way. But this configuration of golems is just impossible to kill without going all the way back into this little main area here at some point. There's just too many of them in too cramped of a space. Okay. That gets the south one here out of the way and does not allow the north ones to get in the way, at least not immediately. Maybe I can work with that somehow. Maybe having to run around in here. These two. These two will still not get out of my way. These two are going to eventually get in my way no matter what I do at this point. Oh boy. I guess I could pull this one out and then try to recreate that. Try to make that one of the ones that are in the north area and out of my way. There might be some critical mass of wubbas that make it impossible to re-enter. But I don't feel as if I've reached that point yet. I'm also kind of accidentally pulling the east three around in a way that might eventually be bad. But hopefully it'll be fine. I don't think they can very easily get past this corner. Okay. That's no good. Okay, maybe I can make this work. Not quite. I've got to get one of them out of this box. One of the golems has got to come entirely out of there. There's no other way this works, I think. So I'll do the run around again with all three of these. And see if I can still enter under these conditions. I don't think I can. Nope, this is not possible to do anymore. Okay, what can I do then? Guess I can pull the golem out. That's kind of good. Okay, finally I can make this work. I just need to deal with the last two golems in a way that lets me handle this bunch of woes. Somehow. Oh boy. How can I do that? This is not how I was expecting to do that, but it works. Okay, now I can get around to the other side of that, I think, if this will cooperate. Get rid of these two. That's bad. This one's going to really be in the way. I need it to not be that much in the way. Please, go away. Okay, this should be workable. I think I can do it from here. I don't even have to mess with the ones over on the west side. I'm actually done. I can just leave now. I maybe could have just left a while ago, but... That sounds terrible. I would not want to add Wraith Wings to this mix. Okay. I'm just gonna survey a little bit. Alright, this looks kind of similar in theme to the last one. And over here... Hey, it's the exit room. And one room to the north of that. What am I looking at here? I don't like the looks of this. I think my only allowed weapon in this room is an adder. That's gonna be a pain. Yeah, there's a way north from the entrance too. I just haven't gone there yet. Alright, so first thing for using adder as a weapon is I definitely want it to be as long as possible, so that it will get stuck on itself very often. This is another probably not as bad as it looks kind of room, I think. can't judge for sure yet whether it is as bad as it looks or not, but so far it looks kind of manageable-ish. I should be able to do much better with these roaches than that. Okay, that's a little better. The other got stuck. There we go. I guess it's fine if the other's stuck for a bit now. It's fine. Surely it's fine. Probably. Just wait a little bit for it to get itself unstuck. Okay, Adder is back in business. Kill another queen. Head east. I'd really like you if it would go actually away. Oh well. I really need you to go east, not west. Why are you going west? Oh, that would be a pain. Got small again. These last two are proving to be kind of a pain to get done. There. Okay, one to go. And of course it exits west before I want it to. Now it's stuck in a loop. Please just come all the way south before going west. Why do you no go south? Getting a snake to do vaguely what you want it to do is easy. Getting a snake to do exactly what you want to do might as well be impossible. This is the trouble with snakes. Thank you. Okay. Finally. Now I just have to kill a really long adder with a spear. Thank you for your services. You may leave now. Okay. 16th place somehow. What's an efficient solve of that room look like? 254 turns? Sure. Only like a fifth of the number of turns I took. Just look at that. Just straight through. No messing around, no getting it, none of it failing to cooperate whatsoever. It just goes straight through and kills every queen in sequence. That must take forever of undoing to make happen. Alright, and I'll survey what's to the north. Okay, we have goblins on a timer, basically. That looks doable-ish. I mean, especially with a dagger. I don't see any scrolls telling me a challenge to not use a dagger. For a second there, I was like, why are there red doors in the room? But then I understood that's just so that you actually can't take the sword back. In principle, though, you could choose to wait before taking the dagger and fight with a sword for a while, but I don't know why you would want to. Okay, ready for the next batch of goblins, I guess. Hopefully. This might be bad. These are spreading themselves out way too far. I think I was doing better last time. Kinda wish there was more checkpoints around this ring in general. A little bit. Though I can't give great recommendations for the exact locations that would be good. At this point, I'm basically surrounded. I'm not really sure how to get out of that problem. Like, there's just too many of them showing up at once now. basically unsurvivable. Did I mess up somewhere? Was I really not efficient enough still? Was I supposed to have killed all of those before this happened? Somehow? Don't know how. Like, there's just nothing here to block them with at all. Once the crowd gets too big, it's completely impossible to survive it. Didn't want to go that far back. Like, there's just nowhere to go. There's no way I can be any faster than I already have been. So I'll start completely over again and hope I get lucky with random input guessing at this point. That is way worse than I was doing before. I don't see any way for that to be possible. Like, this is as soon as I can interact with goblins. The only option I have is to turn around so they come forward and form a line. And by the time I've done the first 4, then the other ones are unlocked so they can just go around and surround me. There's really no way to make a line happen that I can actually use. Like, they will consistently go around me if I try to do that. I don't see how that could have worked. Going by the evidence in front of me. Good way to get killed, I guess. Maybe not. This feels a bit magic sequency, like, and a bit of a mean one at that, because it's basically either you know exactly how you're supposed to start, or you're completely, or it's completely impossible to continue. This part basically breaks that strategy though. Ugh. This room is very hard. It's a matter of knowing exactly what to do at the beginning and then working out techniques for a very unique situation that's kind of hard to know about unless you've already done it before. Okay, I've seen every room. It is 5, so it's my usual time to stop. I think I will call it here. Don't think I could have gotten to that last part without being told how to begin, though, so I appreciate that. I mowed the lawn 2 mornings in a row, yesterday and the day before, and my fingers are still a little cramped from that. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I should be back next Saturday, as far as I know. But farewell for now.